Hello all, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are liking my previous videos. You have watched my previous videos how I am going step by step in Tableau while teaching you how to get started with Tableau. So my videos are not even longer, and I am giving a full brief information about each and every step. So in the current video I will taught you about data interpretation. What is data interpretation in Tableau? So before moving into that, let me give you information about what is data interpretation. So data interpretation is an inbuilt function of the Tableau which allows the user or the Tableau itself analyzes the data. If there is any discrepancy in the data set that you have uploaded in the Tableau, the Tableau just remove those interpretation wrong information or extra rows, extra columns from the data set by itself, just by clicking on this particular checkbox, use data interpretation. So this information is not seen every time you open or upload the data file or any data into the Tableau. It is seen sometime. I will give you the information as in when you can see this information. So let's, before moving into this, let me start giving you the brief of how it works. Let's say this is a data of an in this data set which is named as employee data 2, and if you can see, the data is not in a proper format. Like the first 4 rows are blank, then in the 5th row we have header, again 6th and 7th rows is blank, and then we go at the bottom, again some rows are blank, we have blank rows, and then it's ended. And if, let me check the other tabs as well, others are fine. Yep, all other tab are fine, it looks fine. Okay, so I have uploaded the same data set here, data set 2. If I just drag and drop the first data set, employee 2, and do automatic, you can see that by default it has taken or removed the unnecessary column. If we look at the first employee 6755, and let's go and check here if it is 6755 only. Yes, the first employee is 6755. So whether you click, so we can see that the data interpretation has worked here, and the empty data cells are removed by Tableau by itself. So you can do it like by clicking here as well. When you click here, data interpretation works. So you can see it has mentioned here to undo changes, clear the checkbox. If you click here, you will see something, data interpretation may be able to clean your Microsoft Excel, just because the reason that Tableau has interpreted that the data is not in a correct format. There are some missing rows, some missing columns in the data set, and that is the reason you will see that option. Now, as we have seen the data interpretation option, now I will taught you when we will not see the option of data interpretation in the Tableau. So in case the data you are dealing with or data you have uploaded, is it in a clean format? So I have uploaded the same data set, but this data, it has a different name. The earlier was employee data 2, but this one is employee travel 1, and the last, that data has employee 2. So if you see that employee travel 1, if I go to the Excel sheet, the data set from here itself, so when you click here, you can see the data in this tab is in the correct format. In the correct format, by mean there is no blank row or column in the data set. So you will not see the option of data interpretation if the data that you has uploaded is it in a clean format wise. Like by format wise, I mean if there is a completely blank row or completely blank column, in that case only data interpretation will happen. This will not so this is what data interpretation, this is a time when data interpretation option is not available. Second option, when the data that you have uploaded in the Tableau is not of the supported form, if it is other than Excel, CSV, PDF or text file, if the data format is other than any of these, Google Sheet, then in that case also you will not see the option of data interpretation. The third scenario is when the data is quite heavy or quite large. By quite large means if the number of columns in the data set is more than 2000, in that case you will not see the option of data interpretation. Or if the data set has 150 columns but the number of rows is more than 3000, in that case also you will not see the option of data interpretation. One more thing to add here, the data interpretation just clean the data. In case if there is any particular row or any particular column is completely blank, so in that case data interpretation works. But if the data that you have uploaded is having the incorrect format of this column, incorrect format by me, let's say the data you have uploaded has a date column, but when you uploaded the data in the Tableau it is read as a text format or a string format, that can't be interpreted by Tableau, or the in data interpretation option that can't be interpreted by data interpretation option. For that one you need to do it manually. In the moving forward videos I will taught you how to do that, but this is what data interpretation Tableau does. So in data interpretation in Tableau, if any of the complete row or a column is blank, or in between any blank or rows or column is present in the table, it remove that. So this is what data interpretation does. Thank you.